Is the motion seconded?
Thank you, Mr Speaker. It is my pleasure to second the motion, and I commend the member for Warringah on this bill. And actually, it reminds me of my first term in parliament, when we spent much of that first term fighting big oil in the Great Australian Bight. And our community in Mayo, in fact, many of the communities across the south coast, across the coastal areas of South Australia, were deeply concerned about that. And what we knew was that it was in an area of incredible high risk, remoteness, drilling at a depth of 2.5 kilometres in a pristine wilderness. At what point are we going to say no? At what point do we put the environment and people ahead of big oil? So I'm going to use my last couple of minutes to share that story and hope that it provides some relief to the people who are fighting PEP11, that it can be done. We initially had BP and Chevron who wanted to drill in the Great Australian Bight. We managed to get BP through huge community pressure. Our community did not let up. We had paddle-outs, we had constant hands across the sand, we had environmental charities coming together, whether they were the Wilderness Society or Greenpeace, and we had people from all political persuasions. We had Senator Hanson-Young, senator in the other place. We had Leon Bignell, who is the state member for Mawson in South Australia. He's a Labor Member of Parliament, and despite the Labor Party both in South Australia and here not coming out on it, Leon stuck to his guns and he fought hard. Leon actually went to Norway to go and petition the Norwegian government. I wrote to every member of the Norwegian government because once we got rid of BP, Equinor came in. The problem is that the exploration licences continue to sit there, and that's where the great risk is. And that is what Zali's bill is fighting for. We actually need to cancel these licences. Well, it was a good day in February 2020 when, after huge public pressure, Equinor decided to step out of oil drilling in the Bight, exploration in the Bight. But those licences should never have been there, just like they shouldn't be there off the coast of New South Wales, a pristine part of our coastline. You know, we market Australia as the Great Beach, a huge island, and yet we're prepared to risk that just for big oil. So what do we need to happen in the Great Australian Bight? Well, we still need World Heritage protection. We have an area of enormous marine biodiversity, remoteness, like PEP11, an area where whales come to calve. I commend this bill to the House. Good on you, member for Warringah. We need more conviction in this place and less donations. Thank you.